In a recent interview, famous stock picker Ron Barron of Barron Capital said that he thinks Tesla's stock will sell 1 trillion shares by 2030. These claims may not seem likely, but buyers who know the brand well should not be surprised by them. Finally, Tesla reached a market value of $1 trillion last year, but only for a short time. As Ron Barron said, would Tesla be able to do it again? How exactly are they going to do this? What do other experts think will happen? Check back to find out. Investor and billionaire Ron Barron says that Tesla can make at least $1 trillion in sales by 2030 and then keep growing from there. Even though Tesla Incorporated had record-breaking earnings in the fourth quarter of last year, its shares have gone down in 2022. This seems to be because of growing worries about recent product recalls and the company's recent launches of capital-intensive facilities in Berlin and Shanghai. But as the conflict between Russia and Ukraine affects the financial markets, some analysts think Tesla will benefit as oil prices rise and electric vehicle manufacturers become a more appealing option than traditional manufacturers of internal combustion engines. This would mean that Tesla has a bright future despite the current situation. The market value of Tesla Incorporated rose to $1 trillion in October 2021, but it fell below that level afterward, following a strange downward trend that began a few months earlier. Tesla's share price performance was a bad surprise for investors who were betting that the company would control the future of electric vehicles. This came after the stock made huge gains very quickly. They might be thinking if Tesla can get better and become a $1 trillion company again. The founder of the investment company Barron Capital, Ron Barron, agrees with this. He is famous for his earlier success with Tesla, making millions of dollars for his clients by correctly predicting the company's success. This was true even though the stock was volatile and Elon Musk, Tesla's CEO, hurt himself. In a recent interview, Barron said that his faith in the company was never shaken. Some experts say that he said his company would buy more of the company's stock if it were up to him, since he personally owns more than 1 million Tesla shares. Soon Tesla will do even better than the fourth quarter of 2021, when they released the Model Line. Wedbush expert Daniel Ives says that Tesla's plant in Austin, Texas, will start making cars by the end of the first quarter of this year. In order to meet demand by the end of the year, production must start up in Austin and Berlin. Ives thinks that capacity will have doubled to 2 million, which would put Tesla on track to meet Barron's forecasts. Credit Suisse analysts Dan Levy and Trevor Young raised their rating for Tesla to outperform, and they set a price goal of $1,300 for the stock over the next 12 months. The upgrade was necessary because Tesla had an edge over other original equipment makers and could keep making a lot of money even though there were problems in the supply chain and plants were running at lower capacity. Tesla stock prices have been going down for a while now. A lot of experts think the price of the stock is too high. Many people think that Elon Musk, Tesla's CEO and co-founder, exercising his stock options is another reason for the company's recent drop. Analysts say that the large-scale selling has made the company even less desirable. Musk sold 934,091 shares for $906.5 million on December 13. This was his second sale in as many months. In November, he sold shares worth $9.85 billion. In December of last year, he had already sold shares worth $2.87 billion. It's important to note that the stock's fundamentals may have changed in the stock market during the pandemic, but the company's business got stronger in Austin and Berlin. It opened more factories to make things. When it opened in January 2020, the Shanghai plant was able to make more cars than the Fremont production and was also a hub for sending cars to Europe. The company also made progress in its study into self-driving cars and came up with new battery chemistry. When you look at the dates of production and sales, you can see a trend right away. In September 2017, Tesla sold more than 2,500 cars around the world. In February 2018, the company made its 300,000th car. In December 2018, Tesla sold more than 500,000 cars around the world. Tesla sold 50% more cars around the world in 2019 than the previous year, from 245,000 240 to 367,849 cars. On March 9, 2020, the company made its 1 millionth electric car. In September 2021, Tesla sold its 2 millionth electric car, making it the first car company to do so. Since 2012, Tesla has sold more than 2.3 million cars around the world. By the end of 2021, it was clear that Tesla was always breaking new ground and going faster than it thought it could. But will it be able to make $1 trillion in sales by 2030? Time will tell. After joining the S&P 500 in 2021, Tesla's meteoric rise made it a $1 trillion company and one of the best investments you can make. A value like that helped the company raise money, which it did, to buy and sell new stocks and options. Some people think that this helped make it possible for the company to open locations in Austin and Berlin that require a lot of cash. But Tesla's future growth may depend on how well it does its basics. How well it can deal with problems in the supply chain, keep its lead as the competition heats up, and solve the problem of how to make EVs more affordable. Everything about the business looks good so far. Several automakers had to cut back on production because they couldn't find enough chips. This problem might not go away anytime soon, but Tesla seems to have it under control, even though they are under pressure to meet sales goals while dealing with general chip shortages. The news just came out that Tesla chose to take out one of the two electronic control units that are usually built into the steering racks of the Model 3 and Model Y cars that were made in China. But Tesla didn't say what the exception was, and it has already affected tens of thousands of cars being sent to buyers in China, Australia, the UK, Germany, and other parts of Europe. The exception means that Tesla had to make changes on top of the ones already mentioned in order to keep its factories running. If the group had done this, we think they would have a plan for how to handle any problems that might come up in the future. When it comes to price, Elon Musk had told Tesla employees that the $25,000 electric car that the company had promised would be ready in 2023. Based on how much a Tesla usually costs, this is a pretty good deal. He made it clear that the new price is because of Tesla's work on making new battery cells and batteries, which could cut the cost of batteries by more than half. People have said that Tesla's $25,000 Model 2 is like a new electric hatchback that the company wants to make and sell all over the world. Musk gave hints that it might not even have a driving wheel from the Gigafactory Shanghai in China. The battery science is one thing. We think Tesla will be worth a lot more once they get it right. There's also fully self-driving technology, which could be revolutionary. When you put both of these technologies into one car and make it reasonably priced, there will be a lot of sales. There's no doubt that sales will hit a new high when this new model and the Cybertruck come out. And in 7 years, sales of $1 trillion start to look more likely. Ron Barron said that his trust in Tesla comes from both the way the company makes money and the way it comes up with new ideas. Barron said that they are coming up with new ideas as fast as light. They do the same thing with SpaceX as they do with cars for the same reason. And he's totally right. What makes Tesla different from its rivals? We say it's, among other things, Tesla's willingness to keep coming up with new ideas. While Tesla is working hard to make electric cars, its rivals are also working hard. Tesla has said that there will be no new models in 2022, and Cybertruck is still a secret because of concerns about cost and the rollout of new features. However, Ford Motor Company plans to release its electric truck, the F-150 Lightning, this year, and GM's Silverado in the second quarter of 2023. There are several times that Ron Barron has said that he is invested in this stock for the long term. He still believes that Tesla will reach a market value of $1 trillion and make over $1 trillion in sales by 2030. Barron says that he would still invest in Tesla and Musk even if he didn't get returns and other benefits. He does this because Musk is doing good things for the world by reducing pollution and protecting the environment. Tesla had sales of $1 trillion by 2030. Will they again become a $1 trillion company? Leave a comment below.